Free on the right side, working against Nixon with a drive to the baseline. Reverses on him, twists a pass to Gale. He was double teamed, so Gale shoots it, doesn't go. 15-footer. Rebounded by Kareem. Outlet hits Rambis in the hands, bounces away. Gale after it, can't hold it out of bounds. Rambis, who plays with glasses, is one of those all-out guys who throws his body in every direction, never giving up on anything, and playing within a roll framework. Magic outside, World guarding him. Over to Kareem, in from Wilkes. The hook good. A 5-footer. Kareem makes it a 2-0 ball game. Up the floor quickly to Short on the right side. Cross-court swing to Gale. One bounce dribble. Bounce one into JB. Double team. Back out to Gale. Steal by Nixon. Good team D. Taking off 2-on-1. Feeds it to Magic on a flip. Good! He's fouled. It counts. They not only double team JB, but Nixon rotated perfectly when JB tried to fix the ball back out to the open guard. Now that is a coordinated piece of defensive work. That's the sort of thing that the Warriors did against Kareem and the Lakers early this month in Oakland when they executed double-team basketball and then got the rotation to help on the double team. The foul call is on Gale, and here's Magic looking for a three-point play as the Lakers are out of the blocks fast. Good, 5-0. Rambis is playing against Larry Smith defensively. Kareem, of course, on JB, and Short being guarded by Wilkes. Gale out in front, getting pressure from Magic beyond the three-point arc. To World, right side angle. Nixon up on him. Feed into JB, posting right. Turns to the baseline for the hook. It's over and off. Tipped in the air. Once, twice. Smith comes down with it. Loses it on a steal to Nixon. Nixon comes out with him. Has three in front. Bounces one to Wilkes. Makes a reverse spin from the left. Race out for a 7-point lead, and the Warriors call a very early timeout at 10:50 to go in the opening quarter. Lakers 7, Warriors nothing. 1,000. Warriors need a hoop now. They need to not get into a catch-up mode mentally at the early stage of the game. Right side jumper by Short. Air ball. He's fouled on the play by Wilkes. Short has, in 3 games for the Warriors, the last 2 as a starter and 1 prior to that, prior to the King injury, averaged 24.3 in the 3 games. Short was fouled before the shot attempt. Inbound pass, and it goes finally to Carroll. He misses the hook on the right of the key. The rebound Magic. Warriors can't find the hoop. Magic midcourt, the defense back, but he splits the middle. Underhand shovel, no good. Trainer tip, no good. Rambis, rebound Kareem, misses the hook, misses the tip. Rebound, muscle return, good by Johnson, and he's fouled. 9-0 Lakers. And very quickly, the LA crew right now bidding to make this a game that you turn the button off and find something else to do tonight. Magic on the line. Gets it. Gale with his second foul on the play. It is now 10-0 Lakers. The Warriors have made 3 big comeback efforts in 3 games with the Lakers this year. Twice to win. With the ball now, Gale on the left side. Nixon forcing him to the left. Good D by the Lakers. Fronting Carroll is Kareem. Larry Smith takes it on the left side. Feeds over to Short on top. Wilkes guarding. Pass to World at the right side. Fakes, dribbles, goes for an 18-footer. In and out. Still can't crack the ice. Rambis the rebound. Comes out dribbling. The rookie goes to Johnson. Down top of the key. Veers away from Gale. Feeds Nixon. Outside left. Jumper. Doesn't go. Tipped by Rambis, but no good. Taken off by Short. Rambis just got a piece of it. 10-0. Warriors down. Gale out on top to Short. Got a whistle. Foul on Nixon. Off the ball, apparently. He was guarding World. 2 team fouls on the Lakers. Lorenzo Romar, who has played well in recent games, including 35 minutes against the Celtics, comes in at point guard for Gale to see if he can get it going. Romar, top of the key, crossover dribble to the foul line. Leaves it outside for Carroll. Cross inside the 3. Shot rejected by Rambis as 3 slashes across the lane, taking the pass and trying to get one up from close range. Out of bounds, Warrior ball. Rambis was just sort of zoning off the inside. He was dropping off Larry Smith. Here's Romar on top to Short. Up for the rainbow jumper. Finally gets it. And it took the Warriors 2.5 minutes. Here's a lead pass, 60 feet down to Magic. Heels off to Wilkes, trailing, lays it in. And the Warriors are being victimized by the Lakers' quick-up game now. 12-2. L.A. Warriors came from 19 down to within 1 point the last time they played here in December, but then lost. Right side, Short baseline jumper. Too hard. Rebound off Carroll, out of bounds, and nothing going right for the Warriors. They came from 16 down at the Oakland Coliseum Arena to win 1 game and 10 down to win another against the Lakers. Nixon on the right. Now they've got Johnson inside, posting a smaller free. Johnson 6 inches taller. Dribbles to the lane. Rejection on a shovel shot by Carroll. Taken by Romar. Driving up the floor. And Nixon to the hoop. Tries it off the glass. No good, but he draws the foul. Nixon picks up his second. Romar that time, we had one-on-one with Nixon. He didn't have a trailer in position to dish off, so he tried to draw the foul, and that's what he did. Gets 2 on the line. Tonight's game being brought to you by Toyota, who invites you to see all the 1982 Toyota cars and trucks at your local Toyota dealer. Oh, what a feeling to drive a Toyota. Romar's first free throw, no good, back out. Still 12-2 Lakers. Tomorrow night, the Warriors return home against maybe the surprise team of the entire year, the Washington Bullets. 8:05, good tickets still available. Coliseum opens at 10 in the morning for ticket sales. 1 on a 2 by Romar. The Lakers come down. Nixon on the right side, looks in. Nothing there, starts to dribble. Foul line, pass back out on top to Magic. His pass inside, broken up by 3. Short scampers after it. They get a turnover. They haven't gone much to Kareem yet, haven't needed to. Romar, top of the key, bounce one to World to the left side. Working against Magic, dribbles once, tries a 20-footer. No good, too hard. Big leap by Nixon for the rebound. Harried by Free. Comes up dribbling. Midcourt for the ball. Slows it down. Top of the key. Then bursts to the right of the lane. Reverses the foul line. Feeds baseline to Magic. Slicing. Scoring in from the left side on a layup. Johnson with 8 points in the early going. 14-3. Here's another Warrior timeout as 8:06 now remain to be played in the opening quarter. Lakers 14, the Warriors 3. Television network by the Golden State Warriors, and any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of descriptions and accounts of this game without the express written consent of KNBR and the Golden State Warriors is prohibited. Production facilities and the employment of technical and production personnel, as well as announcers appearing on our broadcast, are the responsibility of KNBR and the Golden State Warriors. So the Warriors have gone 3 minutes and 54 seconds with but 1 field goal and 1 free throw as the Lakers have opened up a 14-3 edge here. Very important game for the Warriors tonight. Every game in the division and the conference is vital because 5 teams, including the Warriors, are in a big scramble right now for what will likely be the last 3 playoff berths in the Western Conference. It would appear that San Antonio, LA, and Seattle will occupy the top 3, barring a real collapse by one of them. Short on the right side now. Twists it out on the right side angle of Romar. Romar takes up the slack with a dribble against the much taller Johnson. Johnson tightens up on him. Back to Short. No penetration. Now to Romar. Deep right corner bomb. Around and out. Rebound Rambis. And again, the Warriors have to hurry back. Nixon midcourt with the ball. Got 3 on 3. Slows it down now. Jump shot off the dribble. 20-footer. 16-3. Nixon came out of a shooting slump with a big game Tuesday in the win here over Seattle. Attle's getting Bernard King off the bench. Right side, Short with the ball. Hasn't been able to get it cranked up. Comes off the dribble to the top of the key now. Rambis switches on him. Lobs it past the left side angle over to Free. Back on in deep to Carroll with a turnaround jumper. Partly blocked by Kareem, who gets the rebound while stepping in the baseline. The Warriors have it. Bernard King coming in for Romar. Short will move to backcourt. Match up against Magic. Free will match up with Nixon. Kareem, I think, just got a fingertip on that ball and altered its trajectory slightly. Here's Free with the ball out on top. Kareem leaning on Carroll. Pass goes to Short left side. Into JD. Slides to the hoop. Right side steal attempt by Rambis. Knocks it loose, and Magic has it on another turnover. Good defense again by the team as a whole. Rambis on top. Out to Wilkes, right side angle. Then on top, it goes to Nixon. Nixon looks in, nothing there. Dribble to the foul line. Fallback jumper over Free. It's perfect. He's best shooting that ball when he's falling back. 18-3. Nixon's second hoop. And the Warriors in deep trouble now. This is a large hole. Short, top of the key. We're only 5 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. On top now, Larry Smith. Then to Free. Into JB, posting left of the key. Looks for Free coming off. Gives it to him there. He dribbles under Kareem to the hoop. Scores on a left-handed cross under. So it's 18-5, but it took the Warriors 4.5 minutes to get their second field goal. Here's a bounce pass going to the post. Magic posting up against Short. Works into the lane, flips it up, and crawls over the iron for 2. A 6-footer. 20-5. Quick up for the Warriors to King now. Driving. Wilkes tried to cut him off. King's one-hander, no good. Rebound on 3 pair of hands. Batted over in the baseline. Kareem and Short after it. Kareem swats it over to Nixon. Up the floor to Magic. Bounce pass to Wilkes. Fills the lane. Twist way up. Left hand, no good. He was contested by Carroll. And the Warriors have the rebound. Back up to Short on the left side. Drives on Kareem and stops. Picks up the dribble, and Kareem hovers on. Over him. And the ball is kicked by Kareem on a wraparound pass by Short going out of bounds. 20-5. Lakers lead here. we have a new 24-second count. The fans are booing. They're cheering the Lakers' outstanding six-man Mike Cooper, who will play both at forward and at guard. He comes in this case for Magic Johnson. He'll match up against Short. Cooper has done such a good job in the 2 games this year for the Lakers against Larry Bird of the Celtics. Short will inbound, baseline left of the goal. Outside to Free on the left. Free dribble drive left to right, past his man to score as Nixon was beaten that time. Kareem with a long pass to Nixon on a run out, and Kareem stepped over the baseline. Violation. 20-7. So the Warriors get it back in their forecourt. 5:44 to go. What is good about a situation if you get off to a sluggish start like this and you're down by 13, 15 early, you have a lot of time to make it up. What's bad is if you try to get it back all at once, it can really go down the drain and turn into a rout. Turnaround jump hook, Carroll, good over Kareem. Kareem hurrying up the floor this time. Sometimes he comes up late on their offense. Now here's Wilkes rolling off a stack to score on a perfect feed from Nixon. Warriors were frozen. They set up a double stack on the right side of the lane. Left side, World with the ball, top of the key. Bounce pass to Short, right side angle. Warriors printing by 13. Short pump fake, baseline. Kareem steps out, bounce pass to Smith inside, but a whistle.
No passing.
Foul on the Lakers on Rambis. And that'll be 14 fouls on the Lakers. The Warriors have 2. Short inbounding to King. Luke pass to Carroll on an alley-oop too high. Hits the glass, bounces off. Rambis gets it, and he got fouled by Free. I'm sorry, it's Larry Smith. I saw Free grabbing at him.
First personal foul. And the third one.
Carroll couldn't get that alley-oop, and Rambis was fouled by Smith, and Free reached in and grabbed him as we watch the replay. The Lakers make a change now. Bob McAdoo comes in early. He has been playing his best basketball since joining the team in recent games. They're getting more minutes. Outside right for the ball is Cooper, top of the key to Nixon. Looking to Kareem now, feeds him in the post. Turnaround, fall back on the left side. It's an air ball that Short takes down. Carroll gave him good pressure. Now to World, forecourt, top of the key. Bombs away, 21-footer, too hard off the back rim. King skies for the rebound, gets fouled coming down. Cooper. That'll be 5 team fouls, and Bernard will get to the line. McAdoo came into the ball game, but not at center. He came in at forward. Kareem remains in the game. Our TV special that we announced at the first time out, as we announced verbally, didn't show the same thing on graphics as King missed his first free throw. Our TV special for the $7 seat bargain on March 4th is for Dallas, as we stated, but not as your eyes might have told you. King rolls another one over and off and misses a pair, and the Lakers have the rebound, and the Warriors still down by 13. They need all those free throws right now, and they're not connecting early. They've missed 3 out of their 4. Pass into Kareem, low post left, no help for Carroll. Turn, hook, 4-footer, good. It was almost a finger roll rather than a hook. He didn't really sky it. 24-9, Kareem with 2 hoops. They've had diversity on their offense, and they've been able to run short on a dribble, and we got a foul as Carroll and Kareem go down. But it may be on Cooper. No, it isn't. It's on Kareem. Cooper was guarding Short, but Kareem and Carroll got tangled up, and JB will be on the line. Carroll has been averaging 20.3 a game in 3 games against the Lakers this year. Tonight's game is brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beer. Reach for the distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Carroll misses both free throws, and the Warriors are dying on the line. The Lakers up the floor. High pass intended for Cooper. No good, but it's taken by Wilkes and laid in for 2. 26-9. Disaster is hovering over the collective heads of the Warriors. Oh, the Forum. 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Free on the right side. Dribbles top of the key. Snaps it over to Short. Left side angle. In deep to JB. Dribbles. Turns in. 7-footer. Around and off. Slashing rebound Cooper. Warriors getting no second effort on the offensive board, and they're missing repeatedly. Nixon straightaway jumper. He's fouled. It's good. Nope. I'm sorry. The foul was called all right, but it was an offensive foul on Kareem underneath against Carroll. When Nixon put it up and I heard the whistle, I thought the Warriors' free might have been on his arm, but no. Kareem comes out now, and Jim Brewer is in, meaning McAdoo goes to center to play against Carroll. McAdoo has been a defensive line career. Here's the pass now. Intercepted by Brewer from Free. Driving all the way. Free harries him, forces him into a travel. Jim Brewer is not the guy who basically is geared for that sort of play. 6'9", a big man, and on the dribble, he's not flexible enough to make the adjustment with somebody snapping at him like a hound dog. Joe Hassett is in for the Warriors right now in the back court. That could be shoot you in or shoot you out of the game if Joe's looking for the perimeter shot at this stage. Bounce pass to King, back out to Hassett. Three-point try, no good. Rebound taken by Wilkes. That's almost a desperation try at this point of the game, I think. Nixon jumper. Too hard from out on top. Rebound taken by King. Outlet lead up the floor. Free running it down. Nixon breathing down his neck. Free slides inside. Blows the shot. But a trailer snap dunk by Carroll. Up is Cooper. Cooper down to McAdoo. Leaves it off for Wilkes. Great block by Smith. Mr. Mean up the floor now. Goes to Worrell. He jukes Nixon and lays it in. Boy, really put one on him. 26-13. The Warriors get the game open on their end of it a little bit now. McAdoo, 6'10", coming up the floor, three-time NBA scoring champion in the mid-70s at Buffalo, but now a Laker timeout. 2:47 to go. Opening quarter, Lakers 26 and the Warriors 13. Obviously, what Pat Riley, the Laker coach, is thinking at this point, he sees that the Warriors are beginning to breathe a little bit of life back into their game. He sees the Lakers making a few mistakes, even though they still lead by a comfortable 13 points. He does not want the Warriors to begin a methodical comeback. When you're down 15, 16, 17 early in a game, your first objective is try to get to the intermission and maybe get it back down to 10. 10 points at halftime in the NBA is not by any means an insurmountable obstacle, even on the floor of an opposing team, which happens to be the division and conference leader. So Riley White right now wants to use a timeout and make sure that the Laker ball club understands that they've still got to play all out and that they can't get giddy and reckless and let down. That's the undoing of a lot of teams in the NBA when they get up early. Warriors had that happen to them in Kansas City once when they were up 27 this year and lost the game. Resuming the action in a moment, the Lakers leading by 13. Coach Al Attles in a pensive mood right now. Getting off trailing 18-3 will make you very pensive. Tomorrow night, Washington comes to town, the return of John Lucas. That club is one of the 5 best road teams in the NBA, and who would have dreamed it? They haven't been as successful in a relative sense at home. They are very much in contention, just about as the Warriors are in the Eastern Conference for one of the 3 playoff berths, and they've got 5 or 6 teams in a scramble. One of the big surprises of the year, rookie Jeff Ruland, will be on display tomorrow night, and he punished the Warriors the first time they met back in Thanksgiving week. Here's the Lakers' McAdoo driving on Carroll to the hoop. Left-hand shovel, no good. Sonny Parker in the game, rebounds. Looping pass up the floor to King. He blows by Eddie Jordan and slams! Eddie Jordan is in for the Lakers, teaming with Cooper in the backcourt. They have McAdoo up front, along with Magic Johnson and Brewer. Magic is playing a corner, and Parker's guarding it. Joe Hassett is on Cooper now. Cooper, a bigger jumper than Hassett, over to the right baseline for Magic. He stops, cut off there by King. Cranks it outside to Cooper. Cooper looks into Magic, bounce it to him, posting baseline, twists, dribbles, throws it up off the glass, no good, but draws the foul. Hassett was in trying to help out on the play, but the foul, I think, is going to be on King. Magic with the baseline post fake that time, then put it on the floor, and that's when Bernard crowded him with the chest. Johnson on the line, where he's hitting 76% for the year. First shot down. The Lakers as a team are 73% on the line for the year. The Warriors 71.7. But the Warriors have missed 5 of their first 6 tonight. And Magic puts away another pair, so he's made 4 for 4, and that's the Lakers' total. He has them all. Warriors down by 13 again, 28-15 at the 2-minute mark. Opening quarter. Parker outside right, back to McGee, and then to Parker, top of the key. Eddie Jordan trying to deny the ball to Hassett, so King steps out, takes it left side angle. Dribble drive, draws a double team, feeds to Parker. Into the lane, shovel shot, around, and no good, but a foul call. The Lakers are going to double King when he looks to get that ball down low on the left, as teams were doing in the last couple of weeks before Bernard's injury. Foul call was Johnson's first, and Parker goes to the line. Sonny is only 61% this year. Past years, he's been up around 80. Ricky Brown getting off the Warrior bench, and Parker continues the Warriors' sad showing on the foul line, but not even coming close. The 6'10 Brown coming in for Carroll now. Ricky had one big 4-minute stint against the Lakers in mid-December in a winning effort in Oakland. Shot good. Carroll fouled out, and the Warriors were coming behind from behind and won the ball game with Brown playing superbly. Warriors down by 12. Pass inside. Foul call. McAdoo posting up, and Brown, who has a incredible capacity to pick up fouls just about any way possible, picks up one there, and McAdoo goes to the line. As we pause for station identification, this is the Warriors Basketball Network. McAdoo 1 for 2, and the Warriors have the rebound. Here's Worrell up to Hassett, back to the trailing King, outside to Hassett. Dribbles on the perimeter right side, leaves it for free at 25 feet against Cooper. Bounce pass right side to King, drives right to left, pass Brewer. Blocked by McAdoo as he tries the layup, taken by Brewer. Back to Magic, behind the back through the traffic. Midcourt loses. Jordan comes up with it down the lane, takes the pass, puts it in to score. Beautiful play by Jordan. The former Rutgers star, one-time Cleveland Cavalier and New Jersey Net. Free on the left side, juking Cooper to the baseline for a jumper. Air ball, Parker the rebound. Out to Brown, flips it underneath on a slice for free to lay it in. Worrell hadn't been able to find the middle distance range, but he has 4 hoops. Johnson out front with the ball for the Lakers, still leading by 13. We're in the final minute of play now. Free playing Jordan. Parker is on Magic. Cooper being guarded by Hassett. Right side angle of Jordan. Bounce pass through the middle. Errant pass picked off now by Hassett. Behind the back at midcourt to elude pressure. Comes down the left side and fires from 22. Dead center. 31-20. That was a 2-pointer. Jordan into the forecourt with the ball. Walking dribble now. They're going to run the clock down here, I think. Right side, 13 seconds on the shot clock, 25 in the quarter. Nope, Jordan will take the shot. No good from 20. But the tip by Brewer almost goes. A tip again almost goes. Finally, Hassett gets it, 18 seconds. Warriors have a good full possession. Bounce pass to King up the left side. Cooper heads him off. Back to Hassett on the perimeter. He looks for the clock, 12 seconds. Now 10. Free with the ball out on top. Brewer threatening to jump switch past the right side. Now goes to Hassett. Dribbles the edge of the key. Leaves one off for Brown. Baseline right. The jumper won't go. The tip out in the lane area. And the horn sounds ending the first quarter. The Lakers running out fast, leading at 31-20. At the quarter break. So that means we'll have Brown at center. Small forwards, Parker and King. Yes, they are going to make a change. Romar is back and Free is out. Romar and Hassett are the guards. Romar will match up against Jordan. Hassett against Magic Johnson. Well, now Parker's going to be against Magic. Hassett was back there, but now Parker comes back to pick him up. Hassett goes up against Cooper. Laker ball, right side. Jordan with the ball. Jordan fakes, dribbles. He had a big game against Boston Sunday. Lob pass deep, intercepted by Brown. Lakers have made a few bad passes in a half-court game. Here's Romar, leads it over to the right side. Hassett deep in the corner. We got a whistle. Play stops. Bernard King is hurt in the back court, or I bet you that he has re-injured that groin. That's what Adams was very, very wary of. Groin pulls and hamstrings. It's very, very difficult to gauge when you're ready to come back. King is an extremely competitive man. He looks at the positive side of things. He plays in pain. If it is a groin, that could be a difficulty. But now Dick D'Oliva is going to treat the knee, and that's a big relief. Because that knee is a painful thing, perhaps a bruise. He's going to freeze it a little bit with ethyl chloride. But King will be able to continue here. You almost have to drag him out of the lineup if his body is warm and he's able to walk a bit. First quarter is a tale of woe for the Warriors. They shot 33% while the Lakers hit 48. That's for starters. Is that right? Let me double check that. No, that's a free throw percentage. Here's Hassett outside right. In it goes now to Brown. Brown backs up the dribble, tries to draw shot. No good. Rebound taken off by the Lakers' Cooper. Back out now to McAdoo at midcourt. McAdoo to the foul line. Nobody impedes his progress. Now they do, but too late. Just time to fouling. Everybody reacted a step late. Ricky Brown, the foul.
Fouls on Ricky Brown. Second personal foul. And the first Golden State team foul.
Yeah, here it is. It is 33% for the Warriors in the first quarter as we go to 9 for 27. The Lakers were 13 of 27, so that figure was correct. McAdoo rattles the first free throw out. Warriors were outboarded 19-13. Each team made 5 turnovers. McAdoo 1 out of 2. It's 32-20. Warriors have plenty of time to get back in this ball game if they can put together a consistent string. Playing D and getting back on the transition game is going to be very important. Not give the Lakers a run of fast break hoops. Hassett on top of the ball. Cooper a little late chasing him. We got a whistle as King moved inside and Brewer fouled him. Looked like the Warriors are trying to give a little diversity to King's plays by setting him up right side. Teams began to key on his left side offense. Brown outside to Hassett on the right. Looking for King, guarded by Brewer. Bounce pass. Brewer gets a piece of it, knocks it away. King retrieves. King double teamed outside to Hassett. Long bomb. Three! Hassett from the far reaches. 32-23. Magic up the floor, top of the key. Outside left to Jordan. Jordan backs away. They have McAdoo in the post. Out to Brewer. Then to Cooper, deliberately. To McAdoo on the left. Dribble drive. To the hoop. Ball slapped away. Went out of bounds. Warrior ball. McAdoo on a pump fake and drive that time, and one of the Warriors got a piece of it. So that's something they need to consistently do. Kareem getting a fairly early rest in the ball game tonight. Nixon getting ready to come back in. Romar now out on top. Jordan giving him pressure well out to Hassett on the left. King trying to post. Brewer fighting him for position. Bounce one to Bernard on the left. Double team out to Hassett. Another three-point effort. Air ball. Taken down by McAdoo. Out to Jordan. Jordan up the floor. Top of the key. At the foul line. Fakes. Feeds over to the right side for a jumper by Cooper, and it's around and out. Snatched out of the air by a nice leap by Brown. Now to King. Warriors could get it down to 7 here with a hoop. King on the left. Leaves it for Parker. Crossover dribble. Nothing inside. Parker has it knocked away by Brewer, and we got a foul. It's on the defense. Common foul. Nixon will be coming in for the Lakers. Jordan comes out.
And the second Laker team foul for the Lakers, John Nixon replacing Eddie Jordan.
Phoenix has won tonight. Here's the pass into Brown. Out to Hassett on the perimeter to Romar. Dribbles off a Parker screen to the right side. Goes baseline on Magic. Draw shot underneath. Skids it in on the glass for 2. Los Angeles Los Angeles native Lorenzo Romar makes it a 7-point game now. And the Warriors have come a long way back. Cooper at the right. Out on top now to Nixon. Swings it outside left to Brewer. And deep to McAdoo. Faces up with a 15-foot jumper. Down. 34-25. Lead pass to King on a quick up. Put King driving over Brewer. Scores, and there's foul in the layup. On that run out by King. The Lakers were looking for it, but they just couldn't react quickly enough. Brewer was never able to get into the driving lane to take a charge foul. He made contact as Cooper came swooping over the top to try to block it unsuccessfully. Veteran Brewer comes out, and the Lakers have Nixon back in. Now it's going to be a Nixon-Cooper backcourt. Magic at a corner along with McAdoo and Kareem in the middle. So suddenly they're much bigger. 6'9", 6'10", 7'2" up front. Short on the free throw. King misses on the three-point play, and he's 0 for 3 on the line tonight. The Warriors 7 down. But now Adams going to have to change personnel because he's got some real mismatches in size. Magic handling the ball. Parker guarding. Left side now with the ball is Nixon. Nixon on the drive. We got a whistle and a foul. It's Brown and Kareem. They're mixing it up, but they called a foul on Kareem, and Riley has a technical. Pat Riley, the coach of the Lakers, stepped well out on the floor. Kareem was trying to roll and burst. He and Brown were jostling for position. Brown trying to front him. Kareem was caught with the leverage push-off by the elbow and the forearm after Brown had reached around and shoved back. Hassett hits. 34-28. The Warriors were down 18-3, so since that time, they've outscored the Lakers 25-16. Now Wilkes coming back in. Parker up the floor to Romar into the lane. Jump pass out in the left corner. Goes to King. Fakes, drives. McAdoo stops him. He shoots over him. It doesn't go. Foul, loose ball. Parker up the back of Kareem, who was very upset. Kareem railing about things right now.
First personal foul. And the second team foul.
2 team fouls on the Warriors, 3 on the Lakers. They've got Kareem riled as Parker went up his back, and Kareem reacted violently because he was just upset a few moments ago by the call against him, which was his 3rd personal. Here's a timeout call by the Lakers at 8:58 to go in the second quarter. Lakers 34, the Warriors 28. Intended for Cooper, broken up by King, and Carroll gets it. They read that alley-oop. Cooper thought he was fouled. Parker, forecourt right. Reverses. A jump switch now by Magic. He's out on him. Stay with him as he was earlier. Now Romar with the ball. Out on top. Warriors only 6 down here after being down almost an out early. Parker with the ball. Stop and go dribble. Bounce pass inside for King. Tries to pass to Carroll. He hits the glass. Carroll chips at it. Gets it coming down. The ball squirts out of his hands. Caught by Johnson.
That way.
They call a foul against JB, a loose ball call. Johnson caught it out of bounds, and they indicated Laker ball, and it was because Carroll had committed the foul. So the Warriors failed to get it down to the 4-point mark. Left corner of the ball now. Nixon against Romar. Gets a screen behind Kareem, the jumper. 20-footer over and off to the board. King. Outlet now to Hassett. 3 against 3 to Romar. Comes down the middle. Gives to the fourth man. King driving for the lane. He is cut off and fouled. Go from the left side to the lane right at the baseline. Cooper and Magic shut him off, and Cooper picks up the foul. King, with his all-out style, a slashing drive to the hoop that time, gets to the line. Now, if he could convert, the Warriors could be right there. The Warriors have gone an atrocious 3 for 10 on the line. Tonight's game being brought to you by Western Airlines. We're in the air at prime time with flights that are convenient for you, and the low fares and prop service make flying a pleasure. Warriors close within 5 as King finds the net on the free throw and does so again. It is 34-30, and the Warriors now have scored 27 to the Lakers 16 after trailing 18-3 at the outset. Out on top, Magic with the ball into Kareem posting. No help yet for Carroll. The hook good. Warriors are not going to that double team yet. 5-footer, 36-30. Abdul-Jabbar, 6 points. Magic has 12. Wilkes has 8 to lead the Lakers. Free back in the game for the Warriors. Gives it to King. Now to Romar. He and Free are the guard. Nixon denying on Free. Romar on the left, looking for a stack on the left. Nothing there. Gets into the lane. Jump pass over to the right side to Free. Time down to 5 seconds in the shot timer. His jumper over and off. King gets the rebound, jumping over Cooper, and scores on a return shot from the edge of the lane. 36-32. King coming off the bench tonight. Here's a quick pass inside to Wilkes. Post up on Free, but he was fouled first. Good time to commit the foul because Wilkes, 6'6 and a half, had Free on a mismatch inside, and he fouled him before he could get up the shot. 14 fouls on the Warriors, as on the Lakers. Inbound pass, Lakers. Johnson in deep to Kareem. Swoops up the hook from the left. He's got it. Kareem is getting in too deep for the Warriors. 5-6 footers. He's not going to miss. You can't give him that much pressure there. You got to try to take his position away from him, or you got to try to send somebody to help, particularly to the hook side. Romar with the ball, top of the key. Warriors back down by 6. Now to Free. Into JB, post left. Fakes. Kareem stays down. Turn shot. Blocked from the side by Johnson. Kareem gets it out to Magic. Now to Nixon. 4-on-2. Drops it off to Cooper for a 15-footer that goes to the foul line. 40-32. Battles giving the Warriors a slow down sign. Everything's all right sign. They got it down to within 4. Here's the pass now to Free at the right side against Nixon. Bouncing into Carroll. There's a double team by Magic, but he hooks it down off the right of the lane. Magic got there too late. 40-34. Lakers try to go to the big man when he puts the ball on the floor with the first bounce, but Magic was late getting there for that. Nixon the ball out on top. Looks for the double stack. Stepping out, Cooper on the right side. Takes it in deep to Magic. Posting Parker. Back to him. Dribbles into the lane. Left-hand hook. No good. Rebound. Good. Kareem. Carroll had slashed in trying to get to it. Missed it, and that left Kareem open. 42-34. 5:50 to go. Second quarter. Romar with the ball on the top of the key. Right side angle now. It goes to Free. Kareem and Carroll in a shoving match as Carroll tries for the shot. Kareem blocks it. Garbage picked up by King and laid in. Kareem and Carroll were banging each other pretty well in there before the ball went into JB. Cooper outside. Buries a 21-footer on the return. 44-36. Cooper with his second straight hoop. Drive by Romar. Top of the key. Shut off by Magic. Brings it back out. Carroll just comes down into the offense now. To Free on the right side. World hadn't been able to hit that outside shot. He dribbles into the lane area. Up for a lean-in double clutch. 2. 7-footer. 44-38. Warriors right in there right now. 5:05 to go. Second quarter. Magic with the ball, top of the key. Bounce pass to Wilkes, right baseline. Tries a 15-footer. Nothing but net. 46-38, and the Lakers are smoking right now. They're third in the league in field goal percentage. The Warriors number 5. Both are over 50%. Free being pushed out by Nixon, who was trying to deny the ball. Foul on Norm will be his third. Kareem also has 3, and Riley did not make a move to pull Kareem when he got his third. A significant development, leaving it to Kareem to handle that pressure himself and not pick up a fourth before we reach the end of 2 quarters. Free on the line. That's a 15 foul. Tonight's game being brought to you by Toyota, who invites you to see all the 1982 Toyota cars and trucks at your local Toyota dealer. Oh, what a feeling to drive a Toyota. Free floats in the first free throw, giving the Warriors hope that things will get better on the line. No good. Big rebound by Carroll. Takes the dribble to the baseline and hooks. Good! And the Warriors get 3 points out of that sequence. 46-41. JB, 8 points. Abdul-Jabbar, 10. Nixon forecourt. Lakers set double stack on the left. Nixon bounce pass to the left corner for Cooper. Jumper down. Nothing but net again. 48-41. Cooper's hit 3 in a row. 4:25 to go. Second quarter. Tomorrow night at home, the Warriors will bid farewell to the Coliseum Arena for February. They'll go on the road the rest of the month. The Bullets tomorrow night at 8:05. Romar on the right side looking for World. Now dribbles to the baseline. Shut off there by Nixon, who had to switch on him. Now he brings it back inside. Nice move. Scores on a sweeping hook. 48-43. Into the forecourt. Here's Nixon with the ball. Top of the key. He'll fire a 20-footer. That's in and out. Rebound. Great effort by Wilkes. Foul by Short, who had just come back into the game. Wilkes really skied for that ball. Eddie Jordan in for Nixon now as that third foul, and Kareem is going to come out. Wilkes got inside position, inside of Carroll, and that was the key. Blocking out, feeling where everybody else is, and making sure that you don't let them have a chink to get through. Here's Wilkes on the line, the man who started his career with the Warriors and spent 3 years in a Golden State uniform. First shot down. Jamal has 11. In the last 9 games, a 22.2 average, leading the Lakers during that span of time and shooting nearly 56% from the floor. Got it. It's his 8th year for Jamal Wilkes. Here's the inbound pass. The Warriors trailing by 7, 50-43. They've made their big run to get back in it and now have not been able to carry it on farther. Got to within 4 briefly. Short left side angle. Out on top to Parker. Then to Free. Dribble drive on the right. Gets past Cooper. Cooper rejects. On the floor. Picked up by Magic. Lead pass to Jordan. Leaping catch. Driving for the lane. Deals to Cooper. Off the Wilkes. Lay it up. Good. He's fouled. It counts. Holy Toledo. A textbook fast break by the Lakers. Triggered by a shot block by Cooper. Jordan quickly saw Cooper coming behind, and he saw that Wilkes would have the open lane because the Warriors had played the break very well, and it was Wilkes the one who had the way to the hoop. Cooper immediately knew where he was. And a foul call on Short. 2 quick ones on Purvis. Wilkes to the line. 1 only. 3-point play, and the Lakers move up by 10. Up the left side. Parker with the ball now. Free has not been able to put the ball down outside of the painted area. Parker on the left side. Magic dropped off. Now tightens up over to Romar. Romar with his dribble toward the edge of the key. Cross from left to right. Tight D by the Lakers. Right up in their jerseys. Over to Parker. Long jumper. Right corner area. Doesn't go. The Lakers would like to have him take that shot all night. Cooper with a rebound. Outlet to Magic. Now they got a 3-on-1, 4-on-1. And the one Romar makes an interception. Almost throws it away, but Parker saves it and gets fouled by Magic. Loose ball. Holy Toledo. Lakers didn't play that break very well. They got too impetuous, and Romar stayed back and tried to read it. And did. So it'll be a pair of shots for Sonny Parker. 3:01 to go here in the second quarter. Mentioned earlier, Phoenix won tonight in New York. They could overhaul the Warriors if the Warriors lost here. Portland is playing at home against Boston. Seattle at home against Atlanta. Denver lost at home to San Antonio, but Houston won, and they could move ahead of the Warriors. Shot is good. A pair, in fact, 53-45. Parker converting. Lakers leading. Wilkes outside, out on the point to Cooper. Left side to McAdoo back in the game. Jump shot over Carroll. Short up the iron. Rebound taken by Short. Quick out pass now. Goes to Romar. Romar into the lane. Draw shot. Finger flip. No good, but he pulled the foul. That underhand draw drew the foul. Eddie Jordan, who had come out and has come back in again. Romar is pretty clever inside on his penetration with little juke moves and double clutches. And now a timeout call with 2:40 to go in the second quarter. It is Lakers 53, Warriors 45. Oh, here in the second quarter, the Warriors, who almost didn't get off the launch pad at all tonight, have put together a significant comeback. They were down 10-0, 18-3. 26-9. That was their greatest deficit, 17. From From that point, they really put on a strong rally as they outscored the Lakers 21-4 to close to within 34-30. That's when the Lakers began to stabilize. Riley, with Kareem having 3 fouls, has McAdoo at center. Wilkes, Magic, Jordan, and Cooper rounding out the lineup. Wilkes has even played a little guard in some games in recent contests, depending on certain matchup circumstances. Romar misses the first free throw. The Warriors still struggling on the line. Oh, he misses again, and the rebound taken by the Lakers. Any sort of respectable free throwing by the Warriors, and they would be probably even. Johnson, top of the key, world guarding. Johnson, big height advantage. Picks up the dribble. Bounce one to McAdoo. Drives on Carroll to the lane. Carroll blocks the shot. Late whistle and a foul call. They say he got him on the face or the head. McAdoo to the line. JB opened up the body a little bit that time, and so he had to come over the top. And it was McAdoo's ability to double clutch in the air that kept JB from making the clean block. He had to adjust his stab at the ball and did get ball, but came across the head. First shot down. Warriors tonight have only made 8 out of 18. Both shots down by McAdoo, and the Warriors are 10 back again. So they've got to keep the heat on. Got to close the gap and play a little better D again. When they got the game opened up some, it helped them in their comeback. On a half-court basis now, free at the left side angle. Cooper guarding. Cooper, very tenacious defender. Fights through the screen. Looping pass to Romar in the right corner. Dribbles right to left to the edge of the lane. Drops it off to Freeze. Now open left side angle. There's a good one. He just beat the clock with 1 second to go on a 21-foot effort. 55-47. Romar picking up Jordan, the point guard on the right side. Bounce one to Wilkes, guarded by Parker on the right. Wilkes turns, fires the jumper. Good! 51% for the year, Jamal. And as I mentioned, the last 9 games, almost 56%. Right corner, Parker with the ball. 10-point Warrior deficit. Goes baseline. Shut off there. Pinch by Magic. Out on top to Romar. Driving the slot. Here comes McAdoo. And as he passes off, Jordan fills the lane and intercepts. Out to Magic on a dribble route. On the fast break, it's now a 12-point lead by the Lakers. Jordan clogging the middle that time. Short right corner. Hadn't been able to get cranked up at all tonight. There's a jumper. Good. Behind the plane of the backboard on the right side baseline. 59-49. Purvis' second hoop. Slow down right now for the Lakers with 1:15 to go. Riley is called to play. McAdoo works high as the ball handled by Johnson. Now McAdoo goes inside as they swing it around to the left to Cooper. Magic curling under. Offensive foul. Knocked free down as he was ready to take the pass and turn for a possible layup. Johnson, like Nixon and Kareem before him, picking up number 3. Joe Hassett coming in with 1:01 to go, replacing Romar. Free starts up the floor with the ball as Pat Riley eyes the Lakers' defensive sequence here. Here's Free dribbling into the lane, into the traffic, dumps it off to Parker. Nice layup for 2. Good creation by Free that time. He knew they would flock in on him, and Parker squeezed by on the baseline. Jordan's jumper outside doesn't go. He took it very quickly. The rebound by Hassett. Warriors down 8. Now to Free, fends off Jordan's pressure, and Jordan fouls him. And Worrell will get up for 1 and a penalty.
Fouls on Eddie Jordan. Second personal foul.
Free tonight has 13 points on a night when he has not been shooting the ball that well from outside. Gale comes on. He went out early for Romar and has not been back since. And with 37 seconds to go, Adams is making the substitution with defense in mind. Free buries the first free throw. Brewer is in for the Lakers now with McAdoo and Wilkes in the front line. Free makes a pair, and the Warriors again chop it down to 6. Now the Lakers with 36 seconds to go, and Jordan bringing it into the fourth quarter. Bounce pass outside on the left goes to Jamal. Then on top to Brewer. He bounces it back to McAdoo outside. He'll take a 20-foot jumper. Over the rim and off, the Warriors climb the boards. Free coming out dribbling. 20 seconds up the floor to JB. Slows it down under Adams' instructions to work it down for the last shot. At least that's the hope. Adams hollering something. 10 seconds now. Free with the dribble out on top. Cooper Stalk gets open for a moment. Hesitates. Tries to deal it off. Cooper intercepts over to Jordan. Driving the length of the floor with Gale after him. Chopping him. Fouling him on a shot that doesn't go. McAdoo followed it in, but too late. Free that time. Tried to deal the ball off to Carroll, and the quick-handed, sticky-fingered Cooper made the big play. Knocked it away. Got it out to Jordan. So the Warriors not only lose the possession, but now have a chance of giving up a couple of points. That, I guess, is a classic screw-up of a final possession, but aided immeasurably from the defensive standpoint by a great play by Cooper. He was lost for a moment on the pick and recovered still to make the play as Eddie Jordan knocks in the first free throw. Jordan is an 86%er, so they don't look for him to miss a lot. He does it. 1 second to go. The Warriors will inbound from deep in the backcourt. Parker way up to midcourt, broken up by Jordan, and it's all over for a half. As the scoreboard shows, the Lakers 61 and the Warriors 53. King back at the Forum in Inglewood after a little dash down here to courtside. In fact, we're still doing some of the statistical figure filberting right now. I wanted to finish doing a tally on the Warriors free throwing. In that second quarter, they improved some, and that's been very pivotal. They were 8 for 11 in the second quarter. That's one of the things that I was interested in updating for you, because that leaves them 10 for 19 in the first half of the ball game. Getting off so early with an 18-3 deficit early, and even later a 17-point margin of deficit against the Lakers. They were not aided and abetted on their own part by the fact they just couldn't put the free throws down. That could have helped them get a little bit more parity early and not get such a big deficit, as obviously they were not able to get control of the flow of the game on the court. But once again, this club has done it against the Lakers 3 times this year, as I pointed out. Made significant comebacks, twice to victories, once to a near miss here at the Forum in Inglewood. And they seem to handle their difficulties early with a considerable amount of aplomb, as Adams began to, quite early on, look for combinations that would break the early Laker domination. And when the Warriors made that strong run to get to within 34-30, that meant that they had come the bigger part of the way back. There also usually is a breaking point somewhere in your comeback. You finally run out of comeback momentum. And then the key and the trick is to try to stay in a virtual trading position so that if you get another surge, now you have a chance to really move even and move out ahead. Earlier in February, on that last road trip at New Jersey, the Warriors had a big deficit early against the Nets. They made a great comeback to virtually close the gap, but then couldn't seem to find another surge, and the Nets eventually went on to win. Individual scoring in the first half of the game, as the Lakers show Jamal Wilkes with a hot 17-point effort. Magic with 14, 12 of those in the first quarter. Kareem with 10. 6 points off the bench for Michael Cooper. 6 points for McAdoo and 4 for Eddie Jordan. Not scoring for the Lakers were starting forward Rambis, along with backup power forward Jim Brewer. For the Warriors tonight, and I'll do these as I go down, I haven't really tallied them visually. World Free, who has yet to really find that 20-22 foot range with regularity, still has 15 points on 6 baskets and 3 free throws. Purvis Short, on the other hand, was able to go for only 4 tonight. Bernard King, coming off the bench, fighting off that groin injury, which isn't 100% by any means, has 10 points. J.B. Carroll has 8. And thereafter, the Warriors have to sort of scatter around for their points. Romar picked up 5. Sonny Parker picked up 4 in a bench roll. Joe Hassett came up with a 6-point effort. Larry Smith didn't score and didn't play much after the early minutes when Adams had to find a way to get some offense and perhaps some fast break running personnel into the ball game. Mike Gale has not scored, and Ricky Brown did not score. But the biggest disparity right now is in the foul line area. The Warriors 19 attempts making only 10. The Lakers converting on 13 out of 15. So still, in all, the Warriors find themselves trailing 61-53 within 8, and that's very much within striking distance, considerably better than what might have been projected when they got off to such a bad start. Foul situation could be pivotal if it gets to be a close game late, because Nixon, Johnson, and Kareem of the Lakers all have 3. Mike Gale, the only Warrior with that kind of a difficulty at this point. So we've still got 24 minutes. The Warriors still trying to break through a barrier here in the Forum, where they've lost their last 7 and 18 of the last 19 over a 6-year span. They're trailing by 8 at half, and we'll be back with more halftime activities right after this timeout. 3 at half, but having been 17 down in the quarter, so they have made progress. In the wake of the ending of the trading period in the NBA, which occurred, of course, on Tuesday at midnight, a lot of people are trying to assess and evaluate just what some of the late trades might mean, whether they'll have any real significance. One that is being evaluated is the Cleveland trade with Detroit. And although Cleveland acquired a number 1 draft choice, something they haven't had from Detroit. Detroit picked up apparently some muscle that could make them a very effective, not only playoff team, but a team that could go a distance in the playoff. What with the youngsters Tripucka and Isaiah Thomas playing as well as they are, they have not had the real muscle up front. But Kenny Carr at power forward and Bill Laimbeer, who's a real Pier 6 guy on the inside as a backup center, now gives Detroit a real look at things. Meantime, the Knicks couldn't make any kind of a deal for a guard during the trading period, and now the rumor out of New York is that they are again at least dickering on a preliminary basis with Paul Westfall's agent Howard Slusher. Slusher, however, seems a little dubious because nothing has gelled anywhere with Westfall yet, and he says Eddie Donovan of the Knicks, their general manager, is talking with him, but he's not sure whether Eddie Donovan has the authority or whether it all has to go back to Sonny Werblin. So that's the latest rumblings from New York on Paul Westfall. Statistics can be made to mean just about anything, but they're a very intriguing and fascinating part of any sport. One of them that we talk about quite a bit is the statistical value of the home court advantage and what it's meant over the years in the NBA. Earlier this year, we've talked on occasion of how much less effective overall the home court advantage seems to be in the NBA this year, with home court teams winning only about 60% as compared to mid-60 or higher percent in recent years. Now, take it from the standpoint of the road team and their winning percentage. Let's go back the last few years. You see, in 1975-76, the road teams were able to win just 36.1%. And then it got worse. The next year, 34 plus. The next year, only 32 plus. That meant the home team was winning nearly 68% of the games. 79, a slight climb back up for the road teams, 33-5. In 80, 34-8. Last year, 38-7. And this year, as of last night, 40.4% one-loss percentage for teams on the road. That looks like the home court advantage has been eliminated, at least to the great degree of maybe 70% for a home team. I don't think so. Let's take a look right now at the top road teams in the NBA this year. Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and Boston. They have an accumulated 69-33 record on the road. The rest of the league, though, that means another 19 teams is only averaging 34% of their victories on the road. That means that it's about where it has been, with a home team winning 65-66% of the time. So my contention is it isn't generally easier to win on the road than it was 2, 3, or 4 years ago for most teams. It's just 4 teams are so strong they can win just about anywhere. The rest of the teams have just as much of a problem. Just ask Al Attles and the Warriors about that. We'll be back with the third quarter right after this timeout.
Western presents Prime Time Scheduling. It gives you the flights you need in the prime hours of the morning.
Warriors trailing 61-53 at half. After a start in which they were down 10-0, 18-3. And later, down by 17 points in the ballgame. They wound up shooting a chilly 44% in the first half, but that is an upsurge after the 33% first quarter. The Lakers are 52%. Rebounding, the Lakers 30-22 over the Warriors. Turnovers 10 by the Lakers, 7 by the Warriors. Individual shooting, the Lakers' Wilkes has 7 of 9. Jabbar 5 of 7. Magic Johnson 5 of 8. Those are the leaders. For the Warriors, Free has 6 of 14, but most of his shots, with save one, that have gone down, came from the inside. Carroll has a modest 4 for 10. Bernard King got 14 minutes, 4 for 8. Hassett hit 2 out of 4, including a three-pointer. 6 rebounds by Bernard King leads the Warrior rebounding column. Jabbar has 7, and Magic has 6 for the Lakers. On the season-long effort, Magic Johnson has more rebounds than Kareem. 7 steals by the Lakers, 5 by the Warriors. The other scores tonight: Houston, 10 wins in its last 11 tries, beat a recently hot New Jersey 103-96 at the Meadowlands. Phoenix, which has had such a horrible time on the road all year, knocked off the Knicks 104-90 at the Garden. San Diego failed at Kansas City 113-97, so San Diego continues another losing streak. That's now 8 in a row for the Clippers. They've certainly got a long and short of it in their starting backcourt right now. 6'9.5" Joe Bryant is a guard, and so is Charlie Chris, who's 5'7" or 8. Take your pick. San Antonio beat Denver tonight, 126-121. The end of 3, Milwaukee making a bid for an 11th straight win as up by 7, 80-73 over Cleveland. We'll update you on the West Coast games here as we go along. Pat Riley's updating himself down there right now with the stat sheet. The Lakers' possession. We start the third quarter. Magic on the right side. Giving up the dribble, bouncing one over to Nixon now, top of the key. Warriors started the original group. Here's a pass to Kareem, back to Nixon on top for the jumper. Good! Kareem felt just the beginning of Warrior pressure, double team, and popped it right back out to Nixon. And now is tallied 6 for the night. Didn't take that many shots in the first half. Short at the right side angle. Pass broken up. Wilkes steals a terrible pass, and then Short compounds it by fouling Wilkes in the backcourt. All right, right now, the Lakers, with this kind of a start, if they come back out roaring to start the second half the way they did the ball game, then the Warriors will be looking at a big deficit again with half as much time to make the comeback as they had. Here's Magic with the ball on the right side. In it goes to Kareem on the right, double teamed by Free, but a left-hand shovel hook no good. He was harried by it, but the rebound taken off by Magic after a deflection. Johnson on the outside. Into Kareem, posting right of the lane. Nobody doubles up this time. He skyhooks it. Good. Over JB. DeBar 6 of 9. Left side to Free into the forecourt. A lot of traffic there. Pass comes finally off to Smith. Then to the left corner for Carroll. He'll take an unmolested jumper. Good. 65-55. Nixon forecourt with the ball. Top of the key against Gale. Stutter step to the baseline. Off-balance jumper. Beauty! Nixon 12-footer. 67-55. Up to Short right side. Purvis looking in. Rambis is fronting Larry Smith. So he comes back on top now to Gale. Right corner goes to Short for 17-footer. That's down. Purvis connecting. Up the court now with a 10-point lead. The Lakers go to Nixon on the left. He off the dribble again. Fires the jumper, but it doesn't go. Rebound baseline right by Wilkes. Nice spin underneath. Feeds to Rambis. Rambis to the hoop. Hooks it. Won't go. Off Carroll to Smith on the rebound. Larry up the floor now to Gale. Gale slows it down. Top of the key. Now to Free. A double clutch against Rambis. He throws it clear over the glass from right underneath as Rambis came flying at him. So it's a Laker ball with a 10-point lead. Short, having hit that jumper a few moments ago, got only 4 shots in 9 minutes in the first half, slowing down his recent progress. Also, the Warriors weren't able to play Smith as much because they needed offense, and that took some of their rebounding potential away. Here's Rambis posting up Smith, left-handing one in, right underneath. Little turn in. He doesn't take many shots a game. 69-57. Lakers now in control by 12. Knock it off. Gale out to the right side angle is Short. Carroll's posting high on the left. Off the stack. Here's Free coming out, taking a pass. Into JB against Kareem, left of the lane. JB turns in with a dribble and hooks. Got it. 10-footer. They may go in more to him to see if they could get a 4th or a 5th foul on Kareem. Free, harrying Nixon, almost got the ball. Finally they go around to Wilkes. Open shot left corner, offline. Tip. Good! That was Magic getting inside. So Johnson now with 16. 71-59. Lakers 3 minutes into the third quarter. Short at the right side. If the Warriors could win this game, they would be 8-8 for the season against the top 6 teams in the league. Gale open jumper right. Won't go. Rebounded by Nixon. Magic up to Nixon. Nixon driving. Drops it off to Wilkes. Slip way up for 2. Battles wants a timeout, and the Warriors again are looking at the rim of a large hole, which they have been digging. 8:40 to go in the third quarter. Lakers 73, Warriors 59. The Bullets come to town for their only visit of the year. All right, here's Short on the outside right, playing corner against Wilkes. Dribbles right to left, top of the key. The Warriors falling back. Here's a pass, and Rambis breaks up. Double team effort in the middle. Up the floor now to Wilkes in a crowd, and it's a forced pass picked off by Gale. Gale and Short got back well that time. Gale out to Short, baseline right. Has room to fire, and he gets a 15-footer. That rainbow feather touch, 73-61. Right side, Wilkes in the corner against Short. Puts it over the head. In deep to Magic. Post Free trying to guard from behind. Magic backs up the dribble. Feeds cross court on the left to Nixon. Dribbles into the traffic, then out of it. To the foul line. Finds daylight suddenly and hits. He has surprised anybody, I think, to find nobody there. 75-61. Nixon has heated it up with 3 baskets in this quarter to give him 10 points for the night. Kareem is guarding Larry Smith now, and Rambis is on Carroll as Riley's made that switch to keep Kareem out of possible foul trouble. That's why Rambis intercepted a moment ago. This time he tries and misses as Carroll jams. Rambis tried to front. Carroll got it, turned, and ripped it through with a two-hander. 75-63. Right side. Fake by Wilkes. Feeds to Kareem deep. Little hook. Two-footer bouncing off. Rebound grab by Kareem. Hands it inside to Johnson to score. They had the Warriors outmanned on the boards with Johnson and Jabbar both in there. Lakers by 14. They're 17-8 at home. They've had years when they were much better than that in recent years on this court. Short to the foul line. Kareem comes out to double team. Short can't find a lane. Now on top to Free. 8 seconds in the shot clock. Free with the dribble to the left. Off the screen. Jump switch by Rambis. Free reverses into the traffic. Off balance. Drops it off to Carroll. He tries to pick it up, but he can't before the clock expires. 24-second expiration. So a turnover. Sam Williams, who hasn't played tonight, and who came back after 6 weeks with an injury on the injured list to play 7 minutes against Boston, is now in. Sam and Bernard King both in, flanking Carroll. Nixon drives, beats Free, but gets fouled on the dribble. The Warriors' drive for a playoff berth will probably hinge a lot, too, on whether Sam can come back and play effective basketball, thus enhancing their depth up front. Here's Kareem in a line of traffic. Now it's one-on-one. Dribbles inside Carroll, but missed on a short left-hand hook. Is taken by JB up the front iron. Over to King. Now to Free. Free top of the key. Goes right at Nixon. Down the lane. It's knocked away. He over-dribbled, but he gets it out to Short. Baseline jumper right side. No good. Carroll rebound. Return from the left 8-footer. No good. Rebound. Foul. Loose ball. Carroll missed one that he felt he should have put down out to the left edge of the leg. Short picks up his 4th foul. Now the Warriors haven't been able to really make a dent. In fact, they've fallen back. They were down by 8 at the half, 6 just before the half, and had the ball for the last possession, but botched it. Kareem rolls down to score on a hook, and Carroll fouls. No help for JB that time as Kareem made a straight roll down from left to the top and then down the slot. Tonight's game being brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, Brewers of Michelob. Put a little weekend in your week. Carroll picks up his 3rd foul, and the Warriors' 4th. And now Kareem misses on the three-point play, and Sam Williams skies for the rebound, the rookie from Arizona State. Warriors have 14 fouls, the Lakers none. That's another negative here in the third quarter, as they have not been able to pick up where they left off. Here's a pass to King. A little floater, good, as he got behind the denying defense that time. 79-65. Johnson right side, guarded by Short now. Over to Rambis. Williams guarding him. To Nixon, foul line, open, missing the jumper. The rebound, foul. Loose ball, Rambis up the back of Sam Williams. That ball looked good as it went basketward, but rattled off both rims by Nixon. Rambis picking up his 3rd. Played in Greece last year after not making it with the Knicks. Here's a dribble drive by King to the baseline, and on that crossover move, Wilkes fouled him. That'll be 2 team fouls on the Lakers. Rambis had a 10-day contract with the Knicks last year in the middle of the season when they were beset by injuries, but he realized he wouldn't be around long, and he needed to go to Greece to really polish his game. Couldn't if he played in the NBA, and he asked him not to play him. Here's Carroll with a turnaround jumper that's good. Left to the baseline, it's 79-67. Rambis got the experience in Greece, came into the Lakers as a free agent, made the club. And with Kupchak going down with the injury in December, he's become the starting forward most of the time in the last month. Wilkes steps out on the left. King comes out with him. Feed to Kareem. Left to the key. Double team by Free. He knocks it away. Goes off. Kareem out of bounds, but Free fouled him on a refill. Abdul-Jabbar will go to the line. Kareem came into the game tonight with 27,771 career points. Second only to Wilt Chamberlain's 31,419. So that leaves him about 3,700 short in round figures. Kareem, I think, sometimes unduly criticized. What the man has done is just towering. First shot, no good. He's been on 2 championship clubs, 6 MVP awards. He's played in an era when there were more great big men than there were in the Chamberlain-Russell era, which is not to denigrate what either of those greats achieved. Sometimes I think Kareem was so graceful for a man his size, people didn't appreciate all the things that he has accomplished. Sometimes they thought he was lethargic, and I think it was only the grace that fooled people. Past the right side angle to Short. Goes to King, low on the baseline. Turnaround, jump hook, tough shot, won't go. Carroll, hard to the board, puts it in. Carroll has begun in recent games in the last, I'd say, 3 weeks. San Diego failed at Kansas City, 113-97. So San Diego continues another losing streak. That's now 8 in a row for the Clippers. They've certainly got a long and short of it in their starting back court right now. 6'9.5" Joe Bryant is a guard, and so is Charlie Chris, who's 5'7" or 8. Take your pick. San Antonio beat Denver tonight, 126-121. The end of 3, Milwaukee making a bid for an 11th straight win is up by 7, 80-73 over Cleveland. We'll update you on the West Coast games here as we go along. Pat Riley's updating himself down there right now with the stat sheet. The Lakers' possession. We start the third quarter. Magic on the right side. Giving up the dribble, bouncing one over to Nixon now, top of the key. Warriors started the original group. Here's a pass to Kareem, back to Nixon on top for the jumper. Good! Kareem felt just the beginning of Warrior pressure, double team, and popped it right back out to Nixon. And now is tallied 6 for the night. Didn't take that many shots in the first half. Short at the right side angle. Pass broken up. Wilkes steals a terrible pass, and then Short compounds it by fouling Wilkes in the backcourt. All right, right now, the Lakers, with this kind of a start, if they come back out roaring to start the second half the way they did the ball game, then the Warriors will be looking at a big deficit again with half as much time to make the comeback as they had. Here's Magic with the ball on the right side. Again it goes to Kareem on the right, double teamed by Free, but a left-hand shovel hook no good. He was harried by it, but the rebound taken off by Magic after a deflection. Johnson on the outside. Into Kareem, posting right of the lane. Nobody doubles up this time. He skyhooks it. Good. Over JB. DeBar 6 of 9. Left side to Free into the forecourt. A lot of traffic there. Pass comes finally off to Smith. Into the left corner for Carroll. He'll take an unmolested jumper. Good. 18 feet. 65-55. Nixon forecourt with the ball. Top of the key against Gale. Stutter step to the baseline. Off balance jumper. Beauty! Nixon 12-footer. 67-55. Up to Short right side. Purvis looking in. Rambis is fronting Larry Smith. So he comes back on top now to Gale. Right corner goes to Short for 17-footer. That's down. Purvis connecting. Up the court now with a 10-point lead. The Lakers go to Nixon on the left. He off the dribble again. Fires the jumper, but it doesn't go. Rebound baseline right by Wilkes. Nice spin underneath. Feeds to Rambis. Rambis to the hoop. Hooks it. Won't go. Off Carroll to Smith on the rebound. Larry up the floor now to Gale. Gale slows it down. Top of the key. Now to Free. A double clutch against Rambis. He throws it clear over the glass from right underneath as Rambis came flying at him. So it's a Laker ball with a 10-point lead. Short, having hit that jumper a few moments ago, got only 4 shots in 9 minutes in the first half, slowing down his recent progress. Also, the Warriors weren't able to play Smith as much because they needed offense, and that took some of their rebounding potential away. Here's Rambis posting up Smith, left-handing one in, right underneath. Will turn in. He doesn't take many shots a game. 69-57. Lakers now in control by 12. Knock it off. Gale out to the right side angle is Short. Carroll's posting high on the left. Off the stack. Here's Free coming out, taking a pass. Into JB against Kareem, left of the lane. JB turns into the dribble and hooks. Got it. 10-footer. They may go in more to him to see if they could get a 4th or a 5th foul on Kareem. Free harrying Nixon, almost got the ball. Finally they go around to Wilkes. Open shot left corner, offline. Tip. Good! That was Magic getting inside. So Johnson now with 16. 71-59. Lakers 3 minutes into the third quarter. Short at the right side. If the Warriors could win this game, they would be 8-8 for the season against the top 6 teams in the league. Gale open jumper right. Will go. Rebounded by Nixon. Excuse me, Magic up to Nixon. Nixon driving. Drops it off to Wilkes. Slip layup for 2. Adams wants a timeout, and the Warriors again are looking at the rim of a large hole, which they have been digging. 8:40 to go in the third quarter. Lakers 73, Warriors 59. The Bullets come to town for their only visit of the year. All right, here's Short on the outside right, playing corner against Wilkes. Dribbles right to left, top of the key. The Warriors falling back. Here's a pass, and Rambis breaks up. Double team effort in the middle. Up the floor now to Wilkes in a crowd, and it's a forced pass picked off by Gale. Gale and Short got back well that time. Gale out to Short, baseline right. Has room to fire, and he gets a 15-footer. That rainbow feather touch, 73-61. Right side, Wilkes in the corner against Short. Puts it over the head. In deep to Magic, posting up. Free trying to guard from behind. Magic backs up the dribble. Feeds cross court on the left to Nixon. Dribbles into the traffic, then out of it. To the foul line. Finds daylight suddenly and hits. He has surprised anybody, I think, to find nobody there. 75-61. Nixon has heated it up with 3 baskets in this quarter to give him 10 points for the night. Kareem is guarding Larry Smith now, and Rambis is on Carroll as Riley's made that switch to keep Kareem out of possible foul trouble. That's why Rambis intercepted a moment ago. This time he tries and misses as Carroll James. Rambis tried to front. Carroll got it, turned, and ripped it through with a two-hander. 75-63. Right side, fake by Wilkes, feeds to Kareem deep. Little hook, 2-footer bouncing off. Rebound grab by Kareem, hands it inside to Johnson to score. They had the Warriors outmanned on the boards with Johnson and Jabbar both in there. Lakers by 14. They're 17-8 at home. They've had years when they were much better than that in recent years on this court. Short to the foul line. Kareem comes out to double team. Short can't find a lane. Now on top to Free. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Free with the dribble to the left. Off the screen. Jump switch by Rambis. Free reverses into the traffic. Off balance. Drops it off to Carroll. He tries to pick it up, but he can't before the clock expires. 24-second expiration. So a turnover. Sam Williams, who hasn't played tonight and who came back after 6 weeks with an injury on the injured list to play 7 minutes against Boston, is now in. Sam and Bernard King both in, flanking Carroll. Nixon drives, beats Free, but gets fouled on the dribble. The Warriors' drive for a playoff berth will probably hinge a lot, too, on whether Sam can come back and play effective basketball, thus enhancing their depth up front. Here's Kareem in a lot of traffic. Now it's one-on-one. Dribbles inside Carroll, but misses on a short left-hand hook. Is taken by JB up the front iron. Over to King, now to Free. Free top of the key. Goes right at Nixon. Down the lane. It's knocked away. He over-dribbled, but he gets it out to Short. Baseline jumper right side, no good. Carroll rebound, return from the left 8-footer, no good. Rebound, foul, loose ball. Carroll missed one that he felt he should have put down out to the left edge of the leg. Short picks up his 4th foul. Now the Warriors haven't been able to really make a dent. In fact, they've fallen back. They were down by 8 at the half, 6 just before the half, and had the ball for the last possession, but botched it. Kareem rolls down to score on a hook, and Carroll fouls. No help for JB that time as Kareem made a straight roll down from left to the top and then down the slot. Tonight's game being brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, Brewers of Michelob. Put a little weekend in your week. Carroll picks up his 3rd foul and the Warriors' 4th. And now Kareem misses on the three-point play, and Sam Williams skies for the rebound, the rookie from Arizona State. The Warriors have 14 fouls, the Lakers none. That's another negative here in the 3rd quarter, as they have not been able to pick up where they left off. Here's a pass to King, a little floater, good, as he got behind the denying defense that time. 79-65. Johnson right side, guarded by Short now, over to Rambis. Williams guarding him. To Nixon, foul line, open, hitting, missing the jumper, the rebound, foul, loose ball, Rambis up the back of Sam Williams. That ball looked good as it went basketward, but rattled off both rims by Nixon. Rambis picking up his 3rd. Played in Greece last year after not making it with the Knicks. Here's a dribble drive by King to the baseline, and on that crossover move, Wilkes fouled him. That'll be 2 team fouls on the Lakers. Rambis had a 10-day contract with the Knicks last year in the middle of the season when they were beset by injuries, but he realized he wouldn't be around long, and he needed to go to Greece to really polish his game. Couldn't if he played in the NBA, and he asked him not to play him. Here's Carroll with a turnaround jumper. It's good. Left to the baseline. It's 79-67. Rambis got the experience in Greece, came into the Lakers as a free agent, made the club. And with Kupchak going down with the injury in December, he's become the starting forward most of the time in the last month. Wilkes steps out on the left. King comes out with it. Feed to Kareem. Left of the key. Double team by Free, and he knocks it away. Goes off Kareem out of bounds, but Free fouled him on a reach in. Abdul-Jabbar will go to the line. Kareem came into the game tonight with 27,771 career points. Second only to Wilt Chamberlain's 31,419. So that leaves him about 3,700 short in round figures. Kareem, I think, sometimes unduly criticized. What the man has done is just towering. First shot, no good. He's been on 2 championship clubs, 6 MVP awards. He's played in an era when there were more great big men than there were in the Chamberlain-Russell era, which is not to denigrate what either of those greats achieved. Sometimes I think Kareem was so graceful for a man his size, people didn't appreciate all the things that he has accomplished. Sometimes they thought he was lethargic, and I think it was only the grace that fooled people. Past the right side angle to Short. Goes to King, low on the baseline. Turnaround, jump hook, tough shot, won't go. Carroll, hard to the board, puts it in. Carroll has begun in recent games, in the last, I'd say, 3 weeks, to attack the rebounds more and go right to it. Here's a drive by Johnson, a blocking foul. Warriors, and Adams explodes on that call by Paul Mahalik. Johnson just bogarted his way down the lane. Sam Williams called for the foul, but our replay indicated to me it was a right call. Sam was never planted in the driving lane. Here's Magic on the line. 4 for 4 tonight, all in the early minutes of the game when the Lakers were getting off to a flying start. First shot good. Cooper getting off the Laker bench now. Big crowd on hand tonight. Rambis comes out. Magic puts a pair down. It's 82-69. Free starts up the floor. No Laker backcourt pressure. Cooper is now going to guard Purvis Short. Wilkes, free to the right. Fires the jumper, no good. Rebound tipped alive by Williams. Taken by King. Out to Williams, left corner. Feeds to Short inside the line. Double pump out to Free on the right. Here comes Kareem. He gets rid of it in time and hits from 15 feet. 82-71. Down the floor, Magic weaves his way, feeds a wide open Nixon. Baseline left, and he misses the open jumper near the corner. Carroll has fallen. The rebound Short. Up the floor to Free driving. 1 against 3 behind the back. Leaves it for King. To the hoop, falls back. Scores! 2 Lakers fall. Cooper and Magic all tangled up on the floor. King with that soft touch on a very short shot, and the Warriors fight their way back to within 9. 3:49 to go. They've gotten out of the shoot so poorly in the early minutes, both first and third quarter. Here's Kareem sliding inside. Carroll breaks up a pass, loose out in front, picked up by Nixon. Guns it to Cooper. Cooper charges, running over Bernard King. 82-73. Warriors can get it down to 7. Fans blew that call. And that one was a correct call. There is no doubt about it in my mind. King was firmly planted long before Cooper made his commitment. Short with the ball, top of the key. Carroll high posting. Short picks up his dribble, looks for Free on the left. Nixon trying to deny. Now to King outside. They've used a lot of time, 10 seconds. Looping pass, Free going under. Pulls it down, lays it up, no good, and he's fouled. King trying to give him an alley-oop. Didn't have quite enough arc on it for him to go up at the apex of the jump and try to guide it in. The foul call is the Lakers' 3rd team foul. It's on Magic, and it is his 4th personal. Magic was weak side aiding on that play. That's why he picked up the foul. First shot no good by Free. And the Warriors continue to falter on the line. They are 10 for 20. Good. 82-74, and the Warriors inch up a bit more. Up the floor now, Nixon with the ball. Guns it laterally to Magic. Bounce pass to the left corner for Wilkes. Immediately firing, no good. Rebounded by Sam Williams. One of the really fine leapers of the young men in the league. Here's Free throwing a wild pass at Short, takes in the left corner. Short dribble, shoots, double clutch, bank, won't go. Rebound foul, that'll be King. Loose ball over the back of Cooper. Or Magic. Might be Magic he fouled, yes. We have a timeout call before the Lakers shoots. It's the Warriors now have 5 team fouls. We have 2:58 to go, third quarter. Lakers 82, Warriors 74. Ball Network.
Before KBHK TV, San Francisco.
This year. If you would like to apply for one of these 2 scholarships to be awarded by the Lakers, please do so by writing Lakers Scholarship.
Time still out. The Lakers will have Magic Johnson on the line, trying to get the lead back up to 10.
Ask for your scholarship
when we resume play.
All entries must be postmarked no later than February 28th.
Kareem, with 3 fouls at halftime, has not endangered himself any further. Riley took the precaution after the early minutes of the third quarter to play him on Larry Smith, who seldom sees the ball on the offense, thus reducing the chances for Abdul-Jabbar to pick up a 4th foul and necessitate an early seat on the bench. Magic has picked up his 4th. but is at the line now and remains in play. Johnson for the game. 6 in the quarter now, 20 in the game. And he makes this one. That's 7 straight on the line for Magic Johnson. The Lakers free throwing tonight now shows 17 for 21. Warriors 11 of 21. That one is good, 84-74. Most of the Warrior deficit attributable to the foul line. Short starts up the floor with the ball for the Warriors now. Wilkes picking him up. Short top of the key. Looking to free. Feeds him on the right side. In deep to Carroll. Low post. Turn. Jump off. Good. A nice 10-footer. And the Warriors get it back to 8 again. Carroll has 12 in the quarter. 20 in the game. He's averaged just over 20 against the Lakers this year. On a drive, Magic left-hand hook. Rolls out. Rebound taken off by Carroll. They can get it back to 6 again. Now to Free up the right side to Short. Near the corner. Back out to King on a drive. Reaching his Wilkes. He cranks it off underneath to Sam. Draw shot. Blocked by Kareem. Loose on the floor. Short comes up with it between the circles. Now to King on the right. Bounce pass to Williams. Goes underneath Kareem. Beautiful over the head drop in. Going under right to left. 84-78. And the Warriors again make it a game. That's the amazing thing about this Warrior team. They can be very unpredictable. Magic on the right side. Sam Williams guarding Magic. Out on top now to Nixon in deep. Kareem hooks it down and draws the foul. Kareem got a post up right underneath in front of the hoop, and Sam reached in to foul him. Looking for the three-point play, Abdul-Jabbar. Tonight's game brought to you by Kaiser Aluminum and Chemical Corporation, which believes one person can make a difference. Kareem back on the line now, looking for the three-point play. While Carroll has scored 20, Kareem now has 17 and makes it nothing. Still 17 as he misses, and Carroll rebounds. Now to Free on the right side. Warriors down by 8. 1:47 to go. Third quarter. Short right side angle. Very deliberate half-court game. Tries to run Wilkes into the screen. Feed King now to Free. Baseline left. Draws a double team. Back out to King. He's going to take a 15-footer. Passes off, and Wilkes picks it off. Wilkes taking off. King following him down the floor. Grabbing by the arm to keep it from getting to the hoop for a layup. King had a momentary opportunity to shoot. Passed it up when Wilkes closed out on a double team, and then when he passed, Wilkes just picked it off, and King wanted to foul him, prevent him from making the layup, but also not get into a situation where he might hurt him. That's why he held on. Carroll out, Brown in, and the Lakers can get back up by 10 now. First shot is down. Milwaukee tonight won their 11th straight, beating Cleveland. Another one down, 88-78 now. Celtics are leading by only 1 at Portland at halftime. Seattle is up by 3 over Atlanta at half in Seattle. King double team and an offensive foul in Bernard. Now that's what the Warriors began to have a problem with in the last couple of weeks. When King sets up his left side post, they run a second man at it, and Bernard was having to force shots up or else get an offensive foul situation like that one. And the Warrior offense began to lose its movement because people would tend to stand around and watch. Now the Lakers leading by 10. Brewers in the game for LA. Pass outside of McAdoo is in at center. It starts a drive. Baseline pull-up. Hits on a 6-footer. McAdoo produces 8 for the night, and the Warriors fall back by 12 now. A couple of good Laker defensive plays have made the difference here. Free 21-footer falling back, no good. Brown the rebound, goes back up. The ball is blocked. Wilkes gets it. Lakers come up, 70-foot pass. Brewer behind everybody dunks. And again, the Warriors look at a 14-point deficit as Adams looks up at it disgustedly on the side. But 2 Laker defensive plays keyed the resurgence by the Lakers here. One drew the foul from King, and the other the steal by Wilkes. Jumper short left corner, rounded out, take it off by Brewer. Lakers out running, 25 seconds to go. Now McAdoo speeds it up, hooks one over to Nixon, open, but the Lakers are under orders to run the clock down. 16 seconds in the quarter, they don't need to give it up, so they'll run it down to its limit. Lakers by 14, the Warriors firing, then falling back. Nixon now goes hard into action, falls back, the jumper up, short, foul is offense. Nixon pushing off against Free, who was trying to give him the pressure, and Norm picks up number 4, as Magic did before. 2 seconds to go for the Warriors now as Jordan replaces Nixon. Short will try to make a long pass from the deep back court, and it's knocked away by McAdoo. Gets it, throws up a prayerful 30-footer, no good. And at the end of 3, it is the Lakers 92 and the Warriors 78.
Are they ready yet?
Almost. Get the bucket.
Consistency on a quarter basis tonight. 31 points in the first, 30 in the second, 32 in the third. Now the Warriors have a Ricky Brown, Sonny Parker, Purvis Short front line. They're on the smallish side. Backcourt is Romar and Hassett. Lakers have Jordan and Cooper in the backcourt. Wilkes up front along with Brewer and McAdoo. Left side, Romar with the ball. Lakers in good shape going to the final 12 minutes. Now Parker in the corner. Feeds inside. Bad pass and read by Brewer and by McAdoo and intercepted. Now to Jordan and a McAdoo. Baseline right. Jumper. Good. 15-footer. The Lakers getting out, getting the opportunity shot. And they make it a 16-point ball game. They're 1 point shy of being equal to their biggest lead of the night, which came in that early outbreak. It was 26-9. Man, here's McAdoo intercepting, but we got a foul as he intercepted and fouled Brown on a high post pass. So the Warriors now look to be an endangered species in one sense, in danger of losing their 19th game in the last 20 over 6 years in this building. They've only won here 13 times since the building opened in 1967-68 season. Romar out on top to Hassett. Back to Romar, top of the key. Gives it to Hassett at 30 feet again. 12 seconds on the timer. Outside to Short. No inside game at all yet. Now to Parker down low. Then to Brown. Inside. Feeds to Romar. Slashing to score. Very patient that time, and the Warriors explored things to the third pass. Jordan on the right side off his dribble. The jumper won't go, and the rebound is hawked down by Brewer. Bounce pass inside to McAdoo. Decides against the shot. Back out to Cooper. Now to Jordan. Jordan came to this club in exchange for an 82 number 1 draft choice from New Jersey last year when Magic was hurt. Wilkes, top of the key with the ball, faces Parker, fakes and drives, splits 2-man, shovels it, good! He's fouled by Hassett, and it counts. And Wilkes playing a superb game tonight as 23 going for 24. Hassett reached in, tried to close off the driving lane, but a step too late as Wilkes put the move on Parker and beat him. Tonight's game is brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beer. Reach for that distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Wilkes converts the three-point play, and the Warriors, for the second time tonight, are down by 17. So all the hard work in between that seemed to be perhaps ready to bear fruit now is gone for naught. Top of the key, Romar with the ball, 10:20 to go. Into Brown, never gets there. Cooper in the passing lane, intercepts out to Jordan. Jordan to Cooper, swoops to the hoop. Got it on a layup. 99-80, and the Warriors are now being routed. Timeout Warriors, 10:08 to go. Lakers 99, the Warriors 80. By forward, Parker. Here's a dribble by Jordan into the traffic, out of control, loses the ball. Picked up by Romar. Romar lead pass to Hassett up the left side. One dribble, long jumper, 23-footer, no good. Rebounded by Cooper, the spidery veteran, up the floor now to Jordan, heading for the lane, shovels it up to McAdoo, and he glides to score on a left side layup. 103-84. Lakers cruising with 8:05 to go as Carroll gets off the Warrior bench. Romar out on top to Short. Warriors did not use the double teaming tactics on Kareem as they did in the last meeting. Here's Parker off the pass and Short missing the jumper, but the rebound batted to midcourt where Hassett has it. Bounce one over to Purvis on the left side angle. Hesitant. Brewer comes out, slapping at the ball. Short dribbles into the baseline, gets inside. Little finger flip. No good. Foul call. What is it? Nope, carrying the ball. So Short called for the violation. Looking back at the third quarter with Carroll coming in now and Brown coming out. Warriors shot 52% in the third quarter, but so did the Lakers. Identical 12 for 23 figures. But the Lakers had a better time of it on the line. The Warriors went 1 for 2 and the Lakers went 7 for 10. Outside, McAdoo fakes, drives on Carroll, gets by the baseline, scoops up. McAdoo igniting things here to keep the Warriors from having any thought of another rally. Carroll pitched into the baseline, but McAdoo made a slick move underneath and draws the foul while getting the hoop. Tonight's game being brought to you by Toyota. We invite you to see all the 1982 Toyota cars and trucks at your local Toyota dealer. Oh, what a feeling to drive a Toyota. McAdoo wiggles it in. A three-point play. McAdoo at this stage of his Laker career is helping the team. The fear is, I think, that if he gets his confidence, then he'll begin to think that he's got to score all the time. And that's been his undoing with many teams. Baseline, Romar bounces one to Williams on a slashing dunk, and he is fouled on the play. Kareem had just come back in the game, by the way. Abdul-Jabbar picks up his fourth foul. Sam, marvelous leaper and slammer. Now, he had Kareem inside coming at it, but he had that explosive quickness that he could go up and rip it before Kareem could get there to smother the shot. Sam has, I think, an extremely high potential in the NBA. Up the right side, Magic cruising after the three-point play by the Warriors. McAdoo playing a big corner. Cross-court swing to Jordan. Takes up the slack with a dribble. Romar makes a steal. Jordan has a tendency to be turnover-prone at times. Right side, Hassett fakes, can't get up the shot, drops it inside to Parker. Has trouble with the ball, now recovers. Shoots it from the left of the lane. It slides around and off. Carroll, high crash for the rebound. Taken by Magic. Foul by Carroll. Carroll has a few things to say to Mahalik about that call. Well, let's see. Carroll really going after that rebound again, as I'd commented earlier. I didn't see the foul that Mahalik seems to have seen in looking at the replay at all. Outside right, Cooper with the ball. Top of the key to Johnson. In deep to Kareem, turns from the left. An 8-footer offline, rebounded by Williams. Nice leap. Sam was out since January 7th until last Wednesday. Long pass to Parker. Finger roll, blows it. Kareem's there to rebound. Back out now, it goes to Magic. Warriors with 6:20 to go, trailing big. Here's Cooper underneath. Adjustment shot, no good. Tip in, good. Magic. Lakers by 21 and coasting. Adams getting young Hank McDowell off the bench. He's got to be mindful now, of course. The Warriors have a game tomorrow night. The Bullets at home. Left side angle of the ball. Hassett backs away. Long set shot. Two-point try doesn't go. Climbing the board, Johnson. Outlet to Jordan. Cooper fell down, so Jordan's alone 1-on-2. Finds a trailer. It's Kareem, but he handcuffs it with a pass, and it's out of bounds. Cooper's all right. Well, the Warriors may have to rely on Saturday Night Magic tomorrow, and I don't mean Johnson. Carroll coming out now as the Warriors go to McDowell at center. Parker and Williams at the forwards. The Warriors this year have won 11 and lost none on Saturday nights. Not so good on Friday, and here's Magic showing why. A steal and a slam dunk on a breakaway. 110-87. And now they're embarrassing the Warriors. Adams has a second-line lineup in there right now. Romar in the right corner area. Into Williams posting up behind McAdoo. A little foot for two. 110-89. Warriors on Friday nights this year after tonight. Here's a jump shot baseline. Cooper hits it from 15. 112-89. Shooting gallery right now. Warriors after tonight will be 4-4 on Friday nights, but they are 11-0 on Saturdays, 10-0 at home. That's an overture to tomorrow night's home date with the Bullets. Timeout. 5:04 to go. Lakers 112, the Warriors 89. Have to accept defeat here in Los Angeles. They're going to be 28-23. If Portland were to lose, they would be 28-23, and they were losing going to the fourth against Boston. Phoenix is 28-23. Al Attle's demeanor and facial expression, I think, sum up the whole night for the Warriors. They dug themselves a huge hole, looked like they might get out, but then fell back in it again. Mark Landsberger's in the ballgame. He's fallen into very little playing time of late. Jumper good by Hassett on top. Lakers have a McAdoo, Landsberger, Mike McGee front line, their number one draft choice out of Michigan. Cooper in the backcourt with Jordan. McGee sees brother with a little playing time. Leans in on an off-balance shot, and he almost knocks the backboard over. Sam Williams for the Warriors, 112-91. Romar with the ball, fires outside to Hassett on the left. Top of the key to Romar. Bounce one deep on the right to Williams, posting up Landsberger. He turns, dribbles to the hoop. Nice switch to the left hand for the lake from the right side. Sam Williams has real finesse. 112.93. He's a Los Angeles product, too. Rich Lehman went to Arizona State. Jordan on the right side, 4:07 to go. In now to McAdoo, turn 12-footer over the rim and off. And a rebound smoothly grabbed by Sam. Over to Romar. Midcourt to the ball. Smokes one to McDowell, the rookie in the left corner. Was going to take the jumper and couldn't get himself set. He was almost on the baseline. Now to Parker, dribbles behind the back, down the lane, and scores. Put a move on Mike McGee that time. 112-95. Right side with the ball. Cooper, bounce pass to a rolling McGee, and he scores that time. Perfectly run pattern on a layup, 114-95. 3:30 to go. Romar with the ball out on top. Parker tries to go back door and clear out. Then Romar dribbles to baseline. Jordan forced him to give it up to McDowell. Low posting, turns, hooks, off the glass and out. Rebound taken by McAdoo. Over to Jordan. He's at midcourt, top of the key. Fires one to McGee in the left corner. And to Jordan, out to McAdoo. Pump fake, drives on McDowell, who fouls him on the dribble.
For the Lakers, number 30, Kevin McKenna.
Kevin McKenna comes into the game for the Lakers. Another seldom used player. Michael Cooper comes out. So it's garbage time. Mike McGee at 6'5". Kevin McKenna out of Creighton, 6'7". Those being rookies. And here's McAdoo on the line again. McAdoo helped the Lakers in fending off the Warriors' second half rally. First shot is good. He now has tallied 12 in the quarter and 20 for the game. That's, I believe, his best game since becoming a Laker. Take a look at their stat sheet here in a moment and ascertain that for you. 115-95. He's no good off the back iron on the second one. Williams skies to get it. Now, McAdoo has a 22-point game as a Laker, so this is not his high since joining the club this year. Romar with the ball, top of the key. Takes it to the left side. Parker being fronted. Romar can't find him free. Now he loops it to him behind McGee. Parker curls underneath with a dribble that misses a 5-footer. Then McDowell rebounds. Ball gets away from him in mid-shot. Doesn't go. It's taken by McGee up to Jordan. Jordan to McAdoo. Cruising, explodes, and scores. Driving to the hoop, 117-95. Up the floor pass to McDowell on a drive right past McKenna. Misses a cross under, and it's taken by Landsberger out to Jordan. 2:20 to go. Right corner on a drive by McGee. Parker blocks the shot on a flip. Taken off now by Romar. Cruises up the floor, lobs one to Parker. Posting under. Shot blocked by Jordan as he tried to shoot it up, crossing under left to right, and it went out of bounds. Warrior ball. Pass comes outside now to Hassett at the right side angle. And it goes in deep to McDowell. Shot blocked by McAdoo. Taken off by McGee. Up the floor to Jordan. Jordan driving. Fouled on the dribble by Hassett, and he'll get one and a penalty.
Fouls against Joe Hassett. First personal foul.
If the Warriors, Portland, and Phoenix wind up at a 28-23 record, all in a tie after tonight, and that would happen if Portland lost, they would all be trailing Houston, which got to 29-23, but they would be ahead of Denver, which is 28-24. The 5 teams battling for 3 playoff berths. Seattle is going to need to win over Atlanta tonight, and they were leading at half if they are to keep pace with the Lakers at the top of the division. Jordan misses second free throw. Landsberger rebounds, and the shot won't go down. Rebounded by Williams. Outlet pass stolen by Jordan. Drives to the hoop, floats it in over the would-be block of Williams. Just skidded it off the glass. 120-95, and the Warriors up the floor, down by 25 now. Romar on the right side, dribble drive right to left, cross under scoop, no good. Grabbed off by Landsberger, lost control, loose ball picked up by McDowell. Real garbage time. Romar missed a 15-footer. Williams rebounds, slams. Sam the slam. Lakers now cruise up the floor a little bit easily. No hurry now. McGee outside right. Goes on top to McKenna, and he'll shoot a perimeter shot. Doesn't go. Rebound battle for coming down McDowell. Out to roll. He's on the right flank. Behind the back, air dribble, and he lays it in, and his foul on the play. Wrapped it around his back behind him. That's the one nobody had ever seen until Bob Cousy did it. Decades ago, Guy Rogers used to do it with regularity, but Cousy was the originator. They say no foul now. McAdoo up the floor. Billy's one from 20 outside. We had a foul called, and they said no foul. Must have been the old inadvertent whistle. 122-99. I thought that only happened in the NFL. Drive by Romar, and a shovel shot skids off, no good, out of bounds. Laker ball. At the other end, here's Landsberger tipping and missing, and the rebound taken off by McGee, and we've got a foul call, and he'll go to the line. Two teams playing a little kick the can here in the last 5 minutes tonight. McGee's first free throw is a brick. 122-99, 39 seconds left to go in the ball game. And another miss, and the rebound Williams. Out to the Warriors, Romar. Deals the left corner, Hassett. He'll fake McKenna out in the bench. Shoots the three-pointer that doesn't go. Jordan snares a rebound. Half a minute left. Jordan up the floor. Everything out. Wide open. McGee takes a pass to lay it in for two on the left side. Looked like everybody was going to collide with everybody, and they find McGee open. And now there's McGee hammering Parker to the floor on a would-be flying layup. And he'll go to the line for two.
First personal foul. And the fifth Laker team foul. Tony Parker will have two shots.
Parker on the line now. First shot good. And the next one is good. Up the floor it comes now to Landsberger. Loops it past the left corner to McGee. McGee starting a drive, was on the baseline, out of bounds. 15 seconds to go. Warriors trailing by 23. One of their worst margins of defeat of the year. Parker cross court to the flying McDowell, who slams as McKenna fouls in. Parker took the pass at the right side. McDowell in full flight down the left side. Took it in stride. So the 6'9" rookie with 12 seconds to go, going to the line. The Warriors' comeback effort appeared again to have a chance to meet with some success in the late third quarter, but the Lakers, with two defensive plays, shut that off, and the Warriors were never to get it going again. Now McAdoo called for traveling as he runs into McDowell and flattens him at midcourt. Only 9 seconds left to go, thank goodness. Parker takes it underneath and lays it in. 124-106, 6 seconds left to go. Up the right side, McKenna will shoot a 23-footer. Air ball. Landsberger lays it in, and the rebound gets it. He's fouled. The basket counts. He's got to shoot a free throw before we can give you the final score. Right now it's 126-106. Sam Williams committed the foul. Landsberger will get one shot only before we can pass it on to you. It's up. It's no good. It's a brick. And the final score, the Lakers 126 and the Warriors 106. In the Western Conference by the loss tonight. And it would appear that they're going to share fifth place, or the 5, 6, and 7 spots, if you will, with Portland and Phoenix. Certainly, definitely with Phoenix, and probably with Portland, unless the Blazers make a comeback to beat Boston. And then Denver will be lurking right behind them. And between Houston and Denver are just a matter of... is just a matter of one full game. Portland and Golden State and Phoenix right in between in that wild scramble for the playoff berth. The Lakers win assures of at least a share of the division and conference lead. If Seattle wins, they'll still be tied. If Seattle loses, the Lakers will open up a one-game edge. And all in that, of course, is the fact that the Lakers are fighting for the possibility